A familiar rivalry. You know a little bit about the Steelers and your Ravens here. This is interesting because the Ravens, by the way, at one point they were at the top of the AFC. The last 6 weeks,
Yes.
now they're in the hunt, facing Big Ben coming off that win
Yeah.
here. By the way, those 5 losses the first time under Harbaugh there in Baltimore. How can this shake out for your Birds here?
You know what? It's hard. It's going to be hard for them to get in anyway, right? It's just a lot has to happen. I mean, it's almost too much has to happen. But I think when you go back to the Steelers and the Ravens rivalry, who cares? That's what this comes down to, right? It comes down to Pittsburgh is coming in, it's Big Ben last ride, and the last thing you want to do in Baltimore is let Big Ben go out on a nice ride leaving Baltimore, right? You do not want that to happen, and I think the Ravens, I think you see Pittsburgh, right? They have an opportunity to clinch, but they have a lot has to happen, Brian. Colts lost, at Jaguars, Chargers, Raiders do not end in a tie. You know, it's just so many different things that they have to actually get through. But I'm telling you, this is about black and blue football. This is about Big Ben coming back. Baltimore, last time possibly ever playing in Baltimore, playing against the Ravens. And then Lamar Jackson, right?
Yep.
Do you want that on your belt? Mm-hmm. Do you want that Big Ben comes back and ends his career winning in Baltimore? Now, I mean, if they need to call me one more time, I can go scrap up one more time.
Oh, one more time?
One more time.
Okay.
But I'm just telling you, I think this matchup is really intriguing. I think getting Lamar back, I think it speaks volumes of how serious this moment is, not just the playoffs. I think this moment is really big for Baltimore, and I think it's going to be too much. I think Cleveland let them off the hook the other night. I think Pittsburgh's defense is trending in the wrong direction, and I just think Baltimore pulls us out at home.
Look, you talking about a comeback. T.O. said a few days ago, look, Tampa, I'm available. What's going on with all you guys, all the Hall of Famers wanna come back? What's going on now?
No. It's a different conversation now. I'm playing.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
I like my couch. I like my bike ride.
Oh, okay. All right. We on the other side of okay.
We're on the other side.
Big Ben will be there soon. Of course, we're assuming this will be his last game. Look, 39 years old, 2 rings in the Steel City.
Yeah.
I know you don't have too many great memories, but what should we remember about Big Ben once he hangs it up?
You know what? I would kind of go against that a little bit because I do, man. It was a rivalry that I appreciated being a part of something like that, right? It was when I was a kid, you always watched those rivalries, right? The Cowboys, the 49ers, and snow and cold and rough, and Pittsburgh and Baltimore going against Big Ben every time. Brian, me and him created this little bond we had. Nobody ever knew this, but we would find each other before the game every time, and we would put our hands on our hearts, and we would give a salute to each other, just a bow before every game. That was the respect that we had for each other. Because once the whistle blew,
I was gonna say,
listen here, man,
ball
it's a whole nother ball game.
Tape of that, Ray.
When the game is over, it's an entirely different ball game. But this guy is just a warrior, right? We used to watch film of him getting ready to play against Big Ben. We used to watch film of just sitting there watching how many tackles he breaks, right? And the coach used to always say, when you think you got him down, you do not have him down. When you think one guy can do it, don't think one guy can do it. He is just, to me, and I said this a few times, what excited me about Big Ben, playing against Big Ben, is I knew for a fact Big Ben was not gonna cry, right? You know, a lot of quarterbacks whine now. You know, they want every flag. They want this and they want that. This man just was a straight football player, and he didn't care. He didn't look for those easy outs. He wanted to earn it the old school way, and I think that's one of the biggest respects I have for Ben Roethlisberger.
Perfect for the Steel City when you're talking about QBs there in that organization over time. By the way, he got it started in 2004. They played Baltimore in Baltimore, so it's almost like a full circle moment for him. His final game. Yeah. The only thing is they lost that one 30-13. I'm sure you remember that one a little.
Don't worry. It's a lot of them I do remember.
Oh, okay. We'll see what happens come Sunday.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.